just fell down. I don't know what's under here. Something's going on. My uterus? No, that's my nipple. Welcome to The View. I'm wearing this outfit because this is what I wore when I met the Queen. And later on in the show, I'm going to show you highlights from my trip.
But can we see the shoes, Whoopi?
Sure.
Those shoes are to die. Those shoes. Very nice. Those shoes.
I don't know how to show them to you.
They're so comfortable. I mean, when you walk around the corner before you even hit Whoopi's dressing room, the bling of the red was like, oh, I love those shoes.
I like good-looking shoes, man. I really do, and I don't care how high they are. I can walk in them.
They're comfortable.
But they're very comfortable. Okay. But I have to tell you that I don't have the pants. But so the jeans are on under here. But I had very nice. You'll see. I looked really good.
So you don't wear jeans to see the Queen? You wouldn't wear jeans?
I would have, but they wouldn't let me.
Oh, they wouldn't?
Oh, that's the protocol that they have. No.
So, yeah.
Do you get dress code requirements? Do they send you things?
They sent you a list of stuff that, was probably a good idea. And it's all common sense stuff. But you'll see when it comes up.
Okay.
But we wanted to start off with the most boring news of the day. Time magazine picked Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke as their Person of the Year, saying he made decisions this year that impacted every American alive.
Yes. Well, they're saying that he basically saved us from the brink of the depression and the destruction from last year. But we're still in bad shape anyway, so why give it to him?
Well, they said the Person of the Year, it's who most affected our lives for the good or for the bad. So they're saying a weak recovery is better than a Great Depression. So that's why, more or less by default.
Kind of sad. Well, let me say the runners-up were General Stanley McChrystal, the Chinese worker, number 2.
Any Chinese worker.
The Chinese worker. Nancy Pelosi, and Usain Bolt, who was the Jamaican sprinter.
Don't forget, in 2006, wasn't it you? They kind of made it everybody else. They take great liberties. Yeah, it was the Mirror. It was anybody who, looked in the magazine. Yeah. So they take liberties in terms of who impacted. And again, they don't take into part.
Isn't he the guy, I don't know, isn't he the guy who sort of put into place a lot of the policies that caused this meltdown, and now he's getting
he's part of the machine. He's part of the machine
system.
Well, he decided to use our money for the bailout, is what happened. So there you go. That's
the system we have in this country. It's not that great, the system, because they put all this money back into it after we lost it. They need to fix the system.
Well, until they actually fix the system, I'm not mad at him for yanking us back. I'm actually quite okay with the fact that he yanked us back, because I didn't like where we were going. I don't like going down.
Going to the brink is no fun.
Unless you... Never mind. But it's a whole other conversation. What?
No, never mind.
Bill, no. Bill just shook his head, and that means Whoopi.
Whoopi?
Back up.
I think you should take it.
But I need now to tell you the saddest news of the day. Pioneering TV evangelist Oral Roberts passed away at 91.
When I left the Jehovah's Witnesses and I started going to a Pentecostal church, he came and spoke and taught me a lot about faith, having faith in God. I'm kind of sad about that.
All right. Oh, well, it's, but I think Oral would have wanted us to actually celebrate his life. So, see ya, OR.
Yeah. In a good place. He's in a better place.
Tabloids, something everyone loves to talk about, are reporting 2 high-profile celebrity breakups, A-Rod and Kate Hudson, as well as Jake Gyllenhaal and Reese Witherspoon. But there's speculation that since A-Rod and Kate both have kids and Reese does also, they couldn't really devote time to these relationships. Men or women. Here's the question. If you have children and then you meet somebody and they're really great and you like them, but they want a little more of your time, what's the better decision to make? Do you say, actually, I can't give you the time because I got my kids?
Well, men have to understand that, the children come first.
Both.
In any gender. When I met Steve, he didn't meet my daughter for 1 year.
I only said a year, though, because, it seems like, I remember Steve Harvey was writing in his book, what was it? Think Like a Man, Act Like a Lady. And he was saying, most women do that. They wait for a year. But then they wait for a year before you let the man meet your kids, but then you have so much invested after being with this man a year that sometimes women tend to compromise when the man comes in because you've invested so much. He suggested.
What do you mean compromise on what?
Well, because you know what, you've invested a lot of time with this man. You're in love. You've given your heart to this man, and not that you put your kids on the back burner, but you compromise a little bit more, and you hope that it's going to work out. He suggested the man come, and I'm just saying, he just suggested that the man needs to come in a lot sooner so that he could see. I don't know.
Can we go back to that? I'm taking one point from what you're saying, that you become invested in the man.
Yeah.
Well, so do the children, and then when it breaks up, they lose it and you lose it.
I think you have to be careful.
Give it a year and find out if the guy's a dog.
When Jeffrey walked in my room, I realized how important that is because the stakes are so high because I have a kid, or I don't want to call my kid my son. You know, the stakes are really high, and I don't want to mess up because I want to protect him.
Of course.
But when you have children, you know, it's one of the hardest things is that, you know, when you're single, you can devote as much time as you want to someone, whether you're a man or a woman. But when you have children, suddenly, you know, it's like, you know, I'd love to go and hang with you and go to dinner, but I really need to be here because I can't get the babysitter tonight.
But you know what else, too? It doesn't matter single or married. I mean, it's hard. Even when you're married, kids are the reason why you don't go on dates or you don't give the other person enough time, even if you've been, you know, separated or divorced and
but
kids.
You guys always say to me that when you're married, it's a different kind of commitment. See, when you're single and you have children and you have a relationship, you have to sort of say, look, I can't. And does that, you know, do people have to understand that you have an entire
Well, that certainly weeds out the person who wouldn't understand. Because I know you, at least you know that Tim, with your kids, he's their father. I mean, what I go through is...
So he thinks, no. Just kidding. Just kidding. No.
But I sit here as a single mother, and I go, letting a man into my life, who is this person? Is he... I don't know if anybody ever loves your child the way you love your child, but is he going to care for my son?
Is A-Rod then, in terms of caring for the son... It just struck me. A-Rod is saying that the reason he can't, well, we're assuming, go into this relationship is because of the kids.
Well, we don't know.
We don't know. Nobody really. You know, this is all gossip stuff.
Yeah.
This is all stuff. We don't know what happened. We weren't there.
Maybe
I mean, the gossip is also, you read the other gossip, and it's just gossip that they broke up because Kate wanted to be on camera during the Yankee games while he was playing, and he didn't like that. It sounds made up.
It's a little stretch.
But Reese and Jake seem like it shows you.
He probably wanted to be on camera.
Well, he's playing. I mean, why wouldn't he be on camera? I mean, it just, you know, the reasons that people break up, we will never know. We can speculate all we want to. I don't want to say this out loud because I don't know it for sure. But, you know, ever since A-Rod and I started going together, there have been a lot of... That's it. I'm not telling you anymore. Okay. We're going to go right now and come back with more Hot Topics. There.
We forgot to mention what an amazing love story this is. And,
because it is. It's very romantic.
It's really romantic. It's sweeping, like Gone with the Wind, but in outer space. Come on, Red Butler.
It went very well. The ladies of The View took care of Snoop Dogg. I took care of them, gave them some beautiful gifts.